And we are live. Let's see if I can get the screen correct. Yeah. Hey, everyone. Welcome to this live stream where we will be presenting this caffeine online promptathon that we're kicking off today. It will run for a full week, and we have a fantastic prizes, and now it's going to be super exciting. And my name is Christopher. I'm a developer evangelist here at Caffeine, and with me today I have Justin, my co-evangelist, and I will pass the mic to him real quickly, and he will present you with the details on what this promptathon includes. Justin, you're muted. Sorry.
There we go. Hello, everyone. I'm Justin. I'm an evangelist at Caffeine, and I'm really excited to be sharing with you today the Promptathon. And we're going to be launching it today, so January 28th, all the way until February 4th. And the idea is to create something around self-improvement and to be able to make something using caffeine.ai. So let's go into the details of how it works. So here are a few things that you can build. It can be a portfolio, something that shows your previous work or things that you've worked on in the past. So a portfolio website detailing all of your work that you can present to a client or an employer or even just a friend, letting them know about yourself. You can build something like habit trackers, being able to track your improvement over time using an app within Caffeine that you've built on caffeine.ai. You can build wellness tools, so things that help your wellness overall and improve time over time. So the Promptathon officially starts today, January 28th, and the submission deadline is February 4th, 2026 at 11:59 Eastern Standard Time. So you've got a full week here to be able to go to caffeine.ai, build something cool, around the theme of self-development, and then to be able to submit it. We'll go over submission details shortly, but the winners will be announced on February 11th, 2026. The prize pool. So we've got a prize pool of 10,000 US dollars. First place will receive $5,000. Second place will receive $3,000, and third place will receive $2,000. So here's what a valid submission looks like. The first thing is you need to build your submission on caffeine.ai. You've got to go to caffeine.ai and use our platform to build your website or your app that goes along with the theme of self-development. It needs to align with the theme in order for it to be a valid submission. And you can only submit one submission per participant here. So you can't submit multiple ideas. You have to pick one idea and submit that. You must be at least 18 years old, and the website or app that you create must be functional and complete. So it needs to work, and it needs to be original, your idea. Of course, we can't copy anyone else's idea or duplicate someone else's project. It needs to be a project that you create from start to finish, starting today. You can't submit a project that you started on last week. It needs to start today, January 28th and onward over the next 7 days. And then as far as more details here, you must be, you must not be a resident or citizen that's outside of, a sovereign country that has sanctions or anything of that nature. So the full details for the terms are at caffeine.ai/promptathon, and you can learn more there before you submit. So submission requirements. You may be wondering, how do you submit for this Promptathon? Well, there's two things. The first thing is you'll need to share your completed submission on social media. That can be LinkedIn, X/Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, whether you write a post about it, post a photo, screenshot of it, or make a video. Either or, you need to have a submission that's publicly available that shows your project that you created on Caffeine. And then you'll take that form, that link that you create on social media, and submit a type form that'll be available on our website at caffeine.ai/promptathon, where you can complete the official form, put the link of the social media link that you posted with your project in that, and fill out a couple other details, and that will be your official submission. So it's important that not only do you create the submission project on caffeine.ai, but you share it on social media, and then you head over to caffeine.ai/promptathon and complete the official form, posting and submitting the link, the social link that you created to us to confirm your entry. And we'll also have a Discord channel called Promptathon that you can chat and be able to share your submissions and learn more about what other people are building and ask us questions. And super exciting that we can bring the community together on Discord as well. So those are the submission requirements, and really excited to get this kicked off. So all you have to do is head over to caffeine.ai. You can prompt it. You just, you chat with AI, and then the AI builds something, and then you can share it on social media and then submit it with the official type form. And that's all you have to do to get started here on this Promptathon. So this is the Caffeine AI Promptathon. It officially kicks off today, January 28th, and goes until February 4th. Again, the submission ends at 11:59 on February 4th, Eastern Standard Time. And we're excited to see what you all build. So go out, create something really cool, whether it's a portfolio project or a habit tracker or something creative that fits in the field of self-improvement. And we can't wait to review all the submissions.
Thanks, Justin. I am assuming that many of you viewing this video, this stream, are perhaps already familiar with Caffeine. But then again, I guess that perhaps some of you aren't. So in this section, I would just briefly give an overview about what Caffeine is to help you get started. So let me just briefly talk about the evolution of software engineering, and we will get to the end state of this slide. And it's important to mention that Caffeine is a tool built to help non-technical creators to build applications. So I will just briefly mention the evolution here, how we went from software development being exclusively within the realm of software engineering teams. You need to be highly educated. You need to be a software engineer to be able to build things. And then now for a few years, we have seen these vibe coding tools that allow you to, much more quickly build things locally on your computer. But in essence, you still need to be a highly technical person or a developer to be able to produce really quality output using the tools like Cursor and Replit, and more like Cursor and Claude Code, where you use them locally. So those are vibe coding tools, and Replit also is a vibe coding tool because it allows you to edit the code, and then that is a big part of the thing, that you're interested in the code and you go in and edit it. And we believe that this concept of self-writing represents the next step in this evolution towards a world where anyone can create applications. And by anyone, we mean that even a non-technical person, a person that has a need, something that they need to solve, they have an idea that they want to turn into reality, they can use these tools of self-writing to make those ideas into great applications. So Caffeine is a tool that allows you to prompt your idea into existence. You just describe to the web interface, what you would like to build, and you will get a first draft of that application or that website in just 1 to 5 minutes. And then when you have received the first draft, you can iteratively refine the application, adjust the colors, adjust the functionality, etc. And one of the big benefits with Caffeine, or one of its strengths, is that you don't need to pay attention to none of the technical issues of actually deploying your website, because many other tools, you still need to have some technical knowledge to set up backend stuff like databases and stuff that we don't even need to mention, but it's often not a super straightforward process to actually get your app out and up and running on the internet. And an application on the Caffeine is always extendable, and you can just always chat. You basically can always just talk to Caffeine to extend your application, to add a new feature, and so on. And when I say talk to Caffeine, I really mean talk to Caffeine. So the Caffeine interface supports a voice recording feature, a speech to text feature that allows you to, in your own voice, with your own words, as incoherent as you may be, use your own words to describe what you want to build. And that is a good prompt. You don't need to be a prompt engineer or anything like that. Just be fairly clear about what you want to build. And Caffeine will do a decent job of building it for you. I wanted to mention some other Caffeine features. We will not go into detail to all the various features that the platform has to offer, but I just wanted to mention some standout things in this presentation. So we have the click to edit feature. So once you have once your application is live, you can use the click to edit feature to be able to visually select elements on the generated web page to help the AI to make more precise changes. So you, for instance, you click on a button, say I'm interested in changing just this particular button, and you don't have to go into the trouble of describing that with words, like saying I would like to change the third button from the left in the second row or whatever, which would be way messier. We have something that we call multimodal capabilities, and that is a tricky word. But in essence, what it means that you can take files from your computer and just drop it into the chat, and Caffeine will process that information as inputs, and I will show you in a minute more details how that works. So essentially, you can write a prompt, and while writing that prompt, combined with that prompt, you can provide an image, a PDF, and some additional details that you believe that the Caffeine might be interested in to build your app. And then finally, just an overview page of some other standout features that you have accessible through Caffeine. So your applications can send emails, which is like really handy if you want to send users notifications, or you want to build some kind of user sign-up scheme where people sign up, they get an email with a secret link, and then they can become a member of your thing or something like that. Being able to notify users using email is really convenient. We support custom domains that you can purchase inside Caffeine. Currently, we will evolve this feature so that you will also be able to bring outside domains into Caffeine. But currently, if you want to host your web app on a domain of your choice, you can purchase that domain inside Caffeine. You can store like really large files. We have a feature called blob storage that allows you to store videos or images and any kind of big data. And one of the most important features, and this is not fully launched, or it is not launched rather yet, it's the fully agentic building mode, and that is sort of the next evolution of Caffeine as a product when it comes to building. It will allow us to radically improve the quality of the applications being built, and it will allow you to build more complex applications. And throughout this Promptathon, we will actually start rolling out this feature on February the 2nd. So the last 2 days of the Promptathon, you will have access to part of this feature. We will not roll out the full thing immediately because it's a complex thing. So we need to do it in phases. But essentially, it means that the Caffeine will become more capable of taking more precise instructions from you, and it also will be able to make more precise changes into the code base without having to rebuild that much. So the changes will be more precise and faster, and you can build more complex applications. So that is coming very soon. Demo time. Everyone loves a demo, right? I'm not doing a live demo today. We're doing, not pre-recorded it, but since we want to keep this short as well, But let me just walk you through what I created and describe this. So in this small demo sort of describes these multimodal features, or it also really describes the quality you can get after just the initial prompt, and maybe a good way to do that initial prompt. So here we are assuming that let's assume I'm the boss over Acme Incorporated, and I have an annual report with some data I want to share. So essentially, I have a few diagrams of a revenue and cash use breakdown, etc. Images. I have a PDF. Can I open that up? Maybe it's interesting to see that. So this is how this PDF looks. It's just like a fake annual report with some financial stats, etc. And I have a style reference, something that tickles my imagination. I would like to use this as a style reference, and I have a logo for the company, and these are the main inputs to my prompt together with the text. So what I did, I just marked those files, took them, dropped them into the prompt box, and then I wrote this fairly short prompt where I say, in my own words, not using any fancy prompt engineering language, that I want to present the data of my annual report on a nice looking landing page. Help me build a page that presents the attached information, that is the images and the PDF, etc. I included an image with color codes, etc., as style reference, and make it nice, clean, and modern. And what you see here to the right is, let's see, can we open that up like this, live app web page. So it worked for like 3 or 4 minutes, I believe, in this case, and then it produced this output. I mean, to be honest, it's not the coolest looking web page in the world, but then again, I also provided a logo that is not super cool, and it's one prompt. But if you imagine yourself being this small business owner, having a need to present this information to your shareholders or whatever, then this does a really good job at that, right? Compared to sharing that boring PDF, this is like way better. Scrolling, operational metrics and graphs, stats, more stuff. I mean, one prompt, 3 minutes. I'd say that this is an excellent starting point for building a cool landing page. So that is a way to use the multimodal features and to get the best out of Caffeine. Don't be too precise in your instructions. Rather describe the idea on a slightly higher level, and you will see better results at this time. As the agent builder matures, and starting the February 2nd, you will be able to give even more detailed instructions and be super happy with those results. So let's see, going back here, demo. Yeah, I think we reached the final slide. I think that was it. Justin, do you have anything you would like to add? You jumped off the stage. Just signal to me if you want to get back on, and you jump in here and say something if you want. Otherwise, you're still muted.
Yeah, have fun. Create something that you like. It's you don't have to talk to Caffeine as if it's like super advanced. You can just use natural language and be able to create something of your dreams and your imagination. So have a lot of fun with the Promptathon. We can't wait to review all of the submissions and reach out in the Discord with all the details.
I remember one detail we should mention is that if you did sign up before this call, you should have an email in your inbox already giving you a promo code that will give you some free credits to use when building, because we don't want you to have to pay for building this submission. And the sign up form will stay open for at least 2 days more. So we allow latecomers to sign up while the Promptathon is running, and then we will do like new promo code distributions once every day for the coming, at least the coming 2 days. And you can find the link to that sign up form, and you will be able to find the link to the final submission form, which we will publish like 2 days before the end of the Promptathon. We will publish a link to the final submission form. You can find all that on caffeine.ai/Promptathon. So that is your go-to place to find all the the fine print and the details about how this will play out.
Awesome. We can also answer a few questions from the chat. One person asks here, should the social media post be after the submission or today also? The social media post should be before you submit the form on Typeform, because you'll need to include your social media post URL on the official Typeform submission to us. So you can write, or you can publish a social media post at any time before February 4th, as long as it's before February 4th, 11:59. But make sure you take that URL of the social media post and submit it to the type form that's going to be on our website at caffeine.ai/Promptathon.
Yeah, did we have any more messages? Make API. I'm looking here. No, I'm not seeing anything else.
Yeah, feel free to post any more questions in the chat. But I see there's lots of excitement coming on, so I'm glad you all are excited about this. We're also excited and can't wait to see what you all create.
Okay, thank you all. Good luck. Happy building. See ya.
Bye, everyone.